Enough of these non-conference games, am I right? It's time for the Big Ten East to go head-to-head. Rutgers and Michigan kicks off this week's preview, and I don't think we're going to get another triple overtime game like we did in 2020. Rutgers is vastly improved, and we're going to get to the statistics behind their improvement in this video. Blake Corum is playing on another planet right now. Michigan is averaging 330 yards on the ground. That's fourth in all of college football. And they have a quarterback and a couple of wide receivers that can come up with big plays when they need to, but so far this season, they haven't needed to. Rutgers is playing with that Greg Schiano discipline. Rutgers has yet to turn the football over this season. They've forced 8 turnovers, plus 8 in the turnover margin. That's the best so far in the country. And the Rutgers Scarlet Knights have really turned it around as it pertains to penalties. Last season, 7.4 penalties per game. That was second most in the Big Ten. Only the Maryland Terrapins had more. So far this season, they're the least penalized team in the Big Ten. So you force a bunch of turnovers, you don't turn the football over yourself, and you barely commit penalties. So you're going to win, right? Wrong. Through 3 games, the Rutgers pass offense and the rushing offense, both of them are averaging less than 100 yards per game. They don't have much of a running game. The big combination, the big yard producer on offense is the combination of Noah Vedral and Melton. Melton has had some big plays in the receiving game, 2 touchdowns this season, both on 25 yards or more. So if Michigan can halt that big play, keep the combination of Vedral and Melton at bay, they're going to have a great chance to win, because statistically, it's proven that if you halt that big play between Vedral and Melton, you're going to win the ball game, because Rutgers can't run the football. Yeah, I get that turnovers and penalties. I get that, and that's great, and that's going to cause them to win some games down the line. But against a team like Michigan, you need to make big plays on offense, and that Michigan defense led by Aiden Hutchinson and that pass rush is going to create some tough times for that Rutgers offensive line. Speaking of that Rutgers O-line, hot and cold in terms of pass protection this year. I could see this Michigan pass rush getting into the backfield. Rutgers has yet to go on the road in an environment like Michigan. They're going to be tested. That might cause them some troubles, 1 with penalties and 2 with offensive line calls. Cause for concern for the Scarlet Knights entering this game. Last week against Delaware, 162 yards. 121 of them were from Dijon Lead, the CAA Offensive Player of the Year from a year ago. He's pretty good at the FCS level. He rattled off a 71-yard gain. Now, if I see a guy like that run against the Rutgers defense, imagine what Blake Corum and Hassan Haskins are going to do. I don't think this Rutgers defensive line, this Rutgers front 7 is going to be able to hold up against one of the best rushing attacks in college football. 2 things stood out to me in terms of what Greg Schiano said. He said in that Delaware game, they didn't tackle well and they didn't play great man-to-man coverage. If they did it against Delaware, they could do it against Michigan. And if they don't tackle well and they don't play great man-to-man coverage, they are going to lose to the Michigan Wolverines, because that's what Michigan wants to do. They want to break tackles. They want to run the football, right? That's what they want to do. That's what Greg Schiano was referring to. Broken tackles in the running game. Second of all, Michigan. You've seen them in all 3 of their games. When they run the football, they stretch the field. Cornelius Johnson was able to stretch the field with a big play against Northern Illinois. If they can get Dalen Baldwin back, he's going to stretch the field. If Rutgers wants to have a chance and maybe to be in it late, can turn the football over, and somehow you got to force turnovers. Does Rutgers stand a chance? Are they going to prove themselves as a possible contender in the Big Ten East? Or is Michigan going to run like they've been doing all season long? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button for daily Big Ten football content. I'm Big Ten Ted. We'll see you in the next one.